I've been wanting to do another by the states kind of video for a while now, but I couldn't think of an idea that would fit with me not having ridden roller coasters in many US states. Also, this will be split up into two parts, so it won't be 30 minutes long. This will be organized by my anticipation for these rides from the lowest to the highest on my bucket list. Finally, I tried to include rides that aren't defunct. SB&O roller coasters and roller coasters that have yet to open are fair game. By default, the states in last place are Hawaii, Delaware, and Rhode Island. These states take last place because they house no permanent roller coasters. But as I said before, they're good locations to house some. In 47th place is North Dakota with Runaway Train at Superslide Amusement Park. There's nothing in this state besides this kiddie coaster, so it's at the bottom by default. In the 46th spot is another state with a kiddie coaster, Kansas with Roller Coaster at Kiddieland. This ride is just another kiddie coaster, no need for elaboration. Taking the 45th spot is Nebraska with Safari at Saunders County Fairgrounds. Again, it's another kiddie coaster, moving on. Taking 44th place is Illinois with Roller Coaster at People's Choice Family Fun Center. This one is a little more interesting because I've ridden every roller coaster at Six Flags Great America, so I was forced to look elsewhere. I landed on this one specifically, unlike the last three, because I've heard it described as the liminal space roller coaster, and it definitely looks like that. In 43rd place is Montana with Flathead Lake Alpine Coaster at Flathead Lake. This is just a standard alpine coaster. It looks to have the standard laterals and quick airtime pops, but that's about it. The same can be said for the 42nd spot, Wyoming with Cowboy Coaster at Snow King Mountain. It's just another mountain coaster. It's the same case again in the 41st spot, being Vermont with Beast Mountain Coaster at Killington Resort. I promise that's the last normal mountain coaster. In the 40th spot is Louisiana with Ladybug at Carousel Gardens. This one looks to be a step up from a kiddie coaster, with trains longer than usual and some forces in there. Taking the 39th spot is Alaska with Aftershock at the Alaska State Fair. This ride looks to have some good airtime pops for a small coaster. It also looks to have some decent positives and laterals. It's a decent yet unimpressive ride. Taking 38th place is Minnesota with Tiger Tracks at Como Town. This was another situation where I've ridden every major roller coaster in the state, so this just boiled down to the default pick. It's a pretty generic looking family coaster. Most of my excitement for this one boils down to it being the last semi-major roller coaster I need to ride in this state. In 37th place is West Virginia with Big Dipper at Camden Park. This ride looks to be a nice small wooden coaster with decent airtime pops. It looks to be quite old, but that adds some novelty to it. In the 36th spot is Maryland with Wildcat at Jolly Roger Amusement Park. Since Six Flags America is defunct, I had to look elsewhere, so I landed on this one. The main reason I picked this one and why it's a little higher than it should be is because it once operated at Valley Fair. I would like to ride this roller coaster originally from Valley Fair that has found another place in this country. Tying for the 34th spot are Michigan with Pearly Whirly Coaster at Craig's Cruisers and Mississippi with Rolling Thunder at Paradise Pier Fun Park. These rides are up here for the same reason. They may be kiddie coasters, but these ones have the hamster wheels in the back, which looks to provide a really weird but cool sensation. Taking the 33rd spot is Washington with Classic Coaster at the Washington State Fair. While this ride does look tame for the most part, a couple of those drops look to provide quite jarring airtime. It's also described as a bit of a challenge to time a trip just to ride this roller coaster. Taking 32nd place is Oregon with Ice Mountain Bobsled at Enchanted Forest. It may be an alpine coaster, but it looks to be a very unique one. The enclosed trains look tight, but I like how close they let riders get to the scenery around them. That's why it's higher than the normal alpine coasters on this list. In 31st place is New Mexico with New Mexico Rattler at Cliffs Amusement Park. Now we're getting into the big leagues. This ride may not be too tall, but there looks to be plenty of laterals and a few good airtime pops all over the place. It just looks to be an all-around solid CCI wooden coaster. The same can be said for 30th place, Maine with Excalibur at Funtown Splashtown USA. This ride just happens to be a bit bigger and longer. With over a minute of prime ride time, there looks to be plenty of good airtime and lateral pops. In the 29th spot is Colorado with Defiance at Glenwood Caverns. The layout itself isn't why this ride is here. It's that setting. Being near the edge of a cliff while going upside down must be disorienting at times. On top of the inversions, there look to be a couple good airtime pops that also complement the setting. Taking the 28th spot is New Hampshire with Rorosaurus at Storyland. I've ridden a couple high thrill gravity group wooden coasters, but I'm very curious as to how one of their family coasters will feel. I've heard they're good. I just want to know how good they are with those airtime pops. Thankfully, I'll get my answer with a different one later this year. Taking 27th place is South Dakota with Buffalo Hunt at Fort Hays Chuckwagon. I promise this is the last alpine coaster, but get this, it's a suspended, swinging, shooting alpine coaster. All those aspects combined are why it's this high in this ranking. It may not be the best coaster in the world, but it looks to be incredibly unique. To round out this video, in 26th place is Texas with New Texas Giant at Six Flags Over Texas. I know I could have gone with Mr. Freeze, but my focus is on its clone in Missouri, so I chose this one instead. This ride looks to be an incredibly long ride with some good airtime, especially in the first half. With that, the main reason it's here is because it's the first roller coaster by RMC. I'd love to ride the roller coaster that paved the way for more amazing rides by RMC across the planet, including my favorite roller coaster ever, Steel Vengeance. That will be the end for this video. Because this was a list based on anticipation, I tried to stay away from the major downsides of these rides. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, stay tuned for part 2, and I'll see you in the next one.